Are you ready for this?
I'm ready, mate.
Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Urban Uncut.
Welcome to this week's Urban Uncut, and this week
This is demoralising.
we are amateur. I don't know which, but we're doing multiple angles. Look, we're setting up. We've lost Alex, so we're doing this. That's going to fall over in a minute.
Maybe we shouldn't film that actually, because that's a health and safety issue that I need to clear up
the
too.
first thing that's exciting, I mean, this is like multi. Look,
People are going to hate this.
they are going to hate it,
Yeah.
but
We need a videographer.
Yeah, we don't-
Alex
we
has
don't-
left.
yeah.
Alex's last day was Friday.
Yeah, so-
and this is how we're coping.
first things first, we need a videographer to stop this. So
Just to
it's
stop
everyone's
this.
fault
This is
if
nonsense.
you don't supply a videographer, because this week is bound
We're
to
literally
be.
just using our phones as well. So if someone phones, that messes up the recording.
Yeah, so first things first, we've got some exciting stuff going on. I don't even know what camera I'm looking at. This is like this is a new innovation. Maybe this is going to start a trend.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
No, people are going to hate it.
You reckon?
Yeah. It's demoralising.
Well, we've got some really important things going on. I'm going to crash this camera, yeah?
Right, okay.
Okay. Right, we've got some important things going on.
My
this
arm's
week.
aching. What's that? That's 1 minute
You know what we
20.
need?
My arm's
We can sort this. We need one of them gimbal things.
a selfie gimbal thing.
iPhone gimbal.
My
like,
arm is actually,
it's wobbling and
but look,
everything.
but yeah, because
But now
look,
you've covered me up.
yeah, that's with my left arm, because my right arm was starting to cramp.
Right, so while we get this gimbal thing, let's just do the intro, right? Firstly, we have got the new hoodies, new logo. We've got boxes and boxes. You saw it a second
Well,
ago.
yeah, health and safety issue.
Spin round,
Yeah.
look, we can do this.
Right.
Look, there you go.
There's Tom with the other camera.
There's the boxes of the new hoodies, right?
No.
We've got the Golf R, first fit up of our new soft kit for the Golf R. We've got a test car here. Me and Lenny are actually going to review that today.
I love a Golf R. I've had the 7, I had the 7.5,
And this is that.
and this is the 8. So
Yeah, so first fit on soft kit for that.
genuinely, I'm not even messing about. My arm is really aching.
Just wait a second.
I'm going to leave it like that. Then I'm going to leave it like that.
Oh, I've just got yours and my head in there. And the other thing as well, I'm trying to get up higher. We are doing our first fit on the Rolls Royce Cullinan, which will be out in 2 or 3 weeks once we've done it.
So it's all in the angle though, isn't it? Because look, like up there, sort of, you know.
Well, yeah, but when you go
Yeah,
up there, it takes out.
That's what I mean. Down here, like,
Yeah, I know.
that's so bad. Like heartthrob, like to.
Fart from. Anyway, that's the intro for this week. Sorry if it's crap. We're just
Deal with
getting on
it. We're trying to crack on. We've still got enough space to run in a fire, haven't we?
This is no way to introduce the most epic announcement of the year. We've already gone over this in our intro, but we have what people have been literally the amount of
Every
emails,
time.
messages and DMs we get. We have our new Urban hoodie. Now, what we've decided to do is drop the box of the existing one.
Because it got, like, the stitching got a little bit stretched and a little bit out of shape.
You're not supposed to point out the flaws, mate.
Yeah, but no one's got any of these.
Notice
They're
you're going
uniform,
for
aren't
your
they?
side straight away.
Yeah, because I will claim this, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
okay. So we are going to be bringing this out on the store in the next couple of weeks. We just need some time to photograph it, you know, put all of the sizes and the pricing up there.
How cool is that? So it's just like the urban lettering on the urban bonnet of an urban car. So if you want a little
tongue
piece,
twister that was, wasn't it?
so, yeah. So if you want a little piece of urban without having to spend money on a car, but you want to be part of the family, that's a real nice piece. That.
So we've done our first piece with obviously full blackout. It's got all of the branding on the inside, designed and printed in the UK. Homegrown, will be ready in a couple of weeks.
And I can have this one, yeah? You're not going to make me pay for this, are you?
Yeah.
This is uniform.
Yeah, you get staff discount rates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fine,
Which is
thank
cost plus 78.
you. Right, what else we got going on then?
Let's go downstairs. Right, so first things first, we've got one of 3 wide tracks.
Yep.
Just in
Yeah,
your final prep.
This is one of my customers' ones.
And I walked past this earlier, and I've got another idea, right?
Right.
I think we should do an XRS edition of the wide track.
Limited run.
Limited run of the, obviously, I mean, all cars are limited at the moment, but I think we can probably get maybe a 10 to 20 car run out of something real special. With some extra intakes here, changing the rear diffuser, maybe a different wheel cover, intakes at the front.
Bonnet where the scoops are in,
yeah,
maybe raise them, make it look a little bit more aggressive.
Front, we could maybe go with the new square DRL that we're incorporating across a couple of builds now.
You couldn't even do a grille. We hadn't changed the grille.
Yes, we haven't changed the grille as well. So, what do you reckon, guys? Do you think we could actually pull off like a wide track plus, like going for the next step up from our wide track? This has been hugely popular. I think we've built maybe 40 or 50 cars, and for something of this, this level, it's a £250,000 car. So,
but there's no reason why we can't carry this across the range. Like so, RS6, Urus, limited run cars for people who want something a little bit more special.
Yeah. I was thinking, we've obviously got like stealth editions where we do everything like black. We've gone for red stitch in the Defender XRS, but there's no reason why you can go completely like blacked out, murdered out. Yeah, that would be amazing. And yeah, you're right. I've already ordered the special edition wheels for this car and the RS6. So we've already got it in mind that we're going to do something nice with like a crazy model of the RS6 as well. So that's coming to you soon. Cool. So we're doing the first fit up of the colour now, and Mike won't allow us to film or speak. He's obviously having trouble, which I think he'll probably sort.
What do you mean probably? It's Magic Mike.
Having a moment. So if we stand in front of this, obviously, Tom, you can probably just film this side. We obviously offer up 100% carbon wheel arches. Once we get this down on the deck, this is just sitting just to see how it finishes up. We can see up against our bumper here. You can see the extra width we've got on the Cullinan wide track, which drops out the wheel, which will probably come out, like by about this much. First fit. We don't want to film any of this because we're going to do the big reveal in a couple of weeks' time. So, yeah, keep watching this space. It will be coming soon, I promise.
You should have seen Mike's face when you said a couple of weeks.
What? Couple of days. Couple of days. Might be a couple of weeks.
Oh, is this the one with the?
Generally, this happens as soon as a kit comes through. Customers start asking me, and I keep saying, yeah, it'll be ready in a couple of weeks. Then Mike does first fit. And then it takes a little bit longer because we normally have to re-trim, put stuff back in the mould, rectify things, and then we've got to paint it, then we've got to soft fit it, and then we've got, about a month then. 6 weeks? We're looking around that sort of time. Yeah, probably 1 month, which is probably not going to please the customer that's already bought this. I'll probably ring them before the video comes out.
Probably, good fee, yeah.
We've already actually sold the first 2 Cullinans as well.
Yeah, I mean, they're the kind of exclusives that you don't want on video, like a customer finding out that their car's delayed.
Oh yeah, I saw your video on Friday and my car's delayed by 2 weeks. Yeah.
I mean, it looks epic though.
It is gonna look, it's so sick, honestly.
You're excited about this one?
I'm really excited. This is the baddest car that we've ever done.
Hold on a minute.
Oh. Genius.
So I'm excited about this because I am a massive Golf R fanboy. So when I first started at Urban, which was how long ago? 6 years ago?
It seems like ages, mate.
So when I first started at Urban, I'd come from a job where I had about 8 years worth of company cars.
You had a Vauxhall Safira, didn't you?
Not a Vauxhall Insignia.
Insignia.
Yeah.
Insignia.
So I was doing 60 to 70,000 miles a year. I was on the road a lot.
Making silly videos at people. I think, in homage to your old job, we should play a little video.
We should
have a little Lenny the Geezer moment each week.
Absolutely not. Lenny the Geezer is dead, and I'm a professional now. Hi everyone, I'm Lenny the Geezer. Today I'm going to be showing you Velocita Cars C63S AMG Edition 1. Proper naughty motor.
I know.
So yeah, I used to be on the road. Used to do about 60,000 miles a year. So I had boring diesel company cars. When I started working for Urban, you had a Mark 7 Lapis Blue Golf R pool car, which you said, right, you have that.
Yeah.
And
that was back in the day when I was generous.
I absolutely loved that car. Loved that car so much that when it was coming up for the lease end, I decided to go for another one, which was the 7.5 facelift.
Yes.
And I managed to, I was allowed to spec that myself. So it's black with black. We'll put a picture on the screen because it looks awesome.
You're supposed to go like that.
Oh, sorry. Where do you want me to point? Up there. Up there. Yeah, that's how I made it look.
We'll get the hang of this. Obviously, we're videographer down. Sexy standing over
Yeah,
there.
exactly. So yeah, I'm excited. So this is the Mark 8. Mark 8 Golf.
Yeah. So what we are doing our soft kit for the Golf 8. Yeah. We've got the car supplied to us by JCB VW, who are a fantastic dealership that look after us on all of our Volkswagen T6.1s and plus the Golf R, and then also when the Amarok comes out, which will be
there's
fantastic.
a new shape Amarok coming out.
New shape Amarok,
nice.
and we will be doing that. Big, fat, wide arches, exactly like a wide track.
Yeah, perfect.
So we're doing a soft kit for the Golf 8. Me and Lenny are going to have a drive in it tomorrow. He's going to tell me how much better or worse it is than his 2 previous Golfs. So we'll have a bit of a razz around.
Yeah, perfect.
We won't drive it as hard as the
because this is someone's car.
This is someone's car. It's been kindly lent to us, and we're test fitting the front lip, the side seals. We've got to do a little bit of scanning for some data that.
Do you want me to do that? Because I'm professional at that now.
You are professional.
Yeah.
But one problem with this car, we can't make the spoiler fit because someone's fitted a Club Sport spoiler to this.
Ah, okay.
So we can only test fit 3 elements of the kit.
I love a Golf R. I'm just looking at it. I just think they're so good because they're understated. It's a 320 brake horsepower hot hatch, but it's quite chilled looking, and with a little carbon lip, little carbon.
Yeah, so carbon lip at the front, carbon sills down the side, and then we'll go to just this area here to bring the lip up into the back. But obviously this has got the Club Sport spoiler, which I actually quite like. But we're going for a more subtle carbon uplift spoiler on the back. We'll have a set of wheels built with a nice offset, so it sits squatted, and that will just be our carbon edition, which will obviously try and sell that in more volume than we would our normal product.
Yeah.
We put it into production. Once we've signed off on this, we should have 100 kits on the shelf within a matter of weeks.
So the Mark 8 Golf shape, I think, is a really cool looking thing, and the new tech inside, a lot of people don't like it, it's a little bit fiddly, but I've actually got my wife has got a Mark 8 GTD, which is the 200 brake horsepower diesel, which is a fantastic car, and obviously we've got a few of them here as Curtis Car pool cars as well. So after driving a 200 brake front wheel drive GTD, 320 brake 4-wheel drive,
I think it'll be amazing.
I think it's going to be a sweet spot. So
and you know what? I've just spotted the side vent, which I didn't spot before, and we can do this and replace that and put a nice little bit of branding on the side as well.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, coming tomorrow, we'll play the clip now. I feel too great today, mate.
You know?
No, I feel a bit
Well, look, I won't go too silly.
I feel a bit moby, and we're going out in the car together.
Right.
Are we going?
Yeah.
So first things first, guys, I just got to say thank you to JCB VW for lending us their Golf R. Obviously we're going to be doing a kit for it, we'll be working with those guys, so we'll hopefully be able to return the favour when we make lots of Golf R kits. Going to be 100 in production. So go on, you go. Explain why we're going out in this, because you just want to see how good it is, didn't you?
Yeah,
compared to your old car.
Yeah, so like we said previously, I've had the Mark 7 Golf, I had the 7.5 facelift, so I just wanted to see what this was like compared to those two. Now, I've also got myself, my wife has got a Mark 8 GTD, which I absolutely love.
Similar inside, doesn't it?
Very similar inside. Yeah, very similar.
R badge.
Let me just, see, stop start. I hate that.
We'll turn it off.
I hate that. So now this is where some people moan about the new Mark 8 Golf, because it's so fiddly.
There's no button.
No button. So in my Merc, there's a little button there, you just press that once and that's the auto stop start done. Now, if I remember rightly, it's swiped down on this screen. There we go.
Your sausage fingers.
And there.
Yeah,
there we go. And then you swipe it back up.
And you have to do that every time?
Every time you get in the car. Now, the other thing that I'll talk about the negatives, because I love a Golf, so I'll talk about the negatives first and try and make it positive. Yeah, the seats are lovely, but this panel here, so you've got the temperature for your side, temperature for my side, and the volume control. Firstly, these aren't buttons, this is all touch.
I know, it's
right?
weird, isn't it?
And not only that, this panel doesn't light up at night time.
Ah, so you can't, you don't actually know where you're pressing.
You don't know what you're pressing. And
at what point are we going to talk people into buying this car rather than...
We'll get into that, we'll get into that. So that's the only thing, do you know what, and when I said on my Instagram that I was going to get a Mark 8 Golf, I had streams of people saying, software's no good, like it's very fiddly, there's no buttons, it's all touch, but you can get over that. My wife has, she loves her car. When I drive it, I like it.
You are Harry's monkey, can we go and drive?
I'm trying to give an honest review, Simon.
Okay,
trying to be professional. Now that's interesting. There's an R button. Right, so that's S1. So that's sports or
so we've got comfort,
race.
Sport, race. We won't use the drift because it's not our car.
Special with Nürburgring on it, though.
Well, we're not going there. We're in Milton Keynes and we've only got 85 miles of fuel.
Right, okay, so that's the R button, so it's sport, but you can also do that by pulling that down there. But look, I'm not Chris Harris. You don't need a full review. We're just going to give a little.
Without being side.
Oh,
what?
Now, so this is the other thing.
I
quite like it.
DSG farts.
Yeah, see, I don't like DSG farts, maybe because we're a bit old school and it's like.
What, still on this?
I think this one still does it as well. And what some people don't like, but I personally like, is that you've got a speaker between the windscreen and the bulkhead that throws engine noise out. Now I quite like it because it sounds grunty.
They changed that on the Urus as well.
Yeah.
I think it's when the compliancy came in that obviously they had to quieten everything down, emissions and stuff like that. You just can't get a note out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that can be sorted with a Miltec exhaust. There's not a lot of sound, is there?
Nah. Little DSG fart. Oh, little pop.
Yeah. Maybe it needs warming up. What mode were you in?
This is still sport.
Oh yeah, it does rumble a little bit.
A little bit. Just the sound, innit? But that's not this car's fault. That's all new cars. Yeah. All new performance cars. But you know what I really, really love? And I am a Golf fanboy. I had a Mark 3 Golf GTI when I was about 20 years old. They just feel solid. Everything is just solid. The
seating position and the steering wheel, it's almost like a mini R8 steering wheel.
Yeah.
It's like flat bottom.
Yeah, you've got it's definitely that VAG group feel, isn't it? But I just, with these sort of cars, it's that same old argument. Why would you have one of these over an S3? Or why would you have an S3?
I mean, it pulls, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not throwing you back like some of the other cars that we've driven.
No noise whatsoever is there.
What's the price difference now between this and the new S3? Because that would always used to be the contention thing, didn't it?
Always.
You'd be like, oh, why would you have one of these?
Well, it's like a Hurricane and an R8. I think they're almost the same cars, aren't they? Same engine, brakes,
You can't say that. You can't say that. People will be in the comments. It's not. Well, half of them will be going, yeah, it's just an R8, mate. But the other half are going, it's absolutely not. A Lamborghini Urus is not the same as an R8.
No. But interestingly, I'd always have a Golf over an S3, just because I love Golfs, I love VWs.
Interestingly, we have a Golf, an Audi S3, new S3 coming in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, so
it'd be good to do a comparison between the two.
So it was always the Audi interior that was more luxurious, than VW, but this feels nice. Feels like quite luxury. Got a nice chunky leather steering wheel.
So let's talk about what we're doing on the car.
Yes.
Right, so we're going to do a new set of wheels with a nice offset on there, so it sits lovely on the arch, so people can lower it and it just dip inside the arches as well. We're also going to do a front lip, side sills, rear spoiler, and also some sort of lower apron canards on the rear of the bumper. So it's a nice, easy, soft kit. We're going to try and make it as cost effective, even though it's carbon. We're going to try and make it as cost effective as possible.
Goes well. Goes nice.
I love it. The seats are great. I'm looking forward to driving it. So yeah, so we're going to try and make it as cost effective as possible. So it would, know, based on volume, we'll be able to do a Golf R at a price point with an individual styling kit on it, with an urban styling kit.
What's really nice is getting people into the urban brand without having to spend 280 grand on a Lamborghini Urus or 120 grand on a Range Rover.
What are these lists now? 50 grand?
For a very high spec one, yeah. I think, you know, out of VW, early 40s, I think. Late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah. So early 40s, we're going to be sub 50 with a kit and wheels, basically. Yeah.
Which then puts it into S3, almost RS3 territory, when those prices settle down a little bit.
Yeah, it does pull.
I mean, it's a dry day, the tyres are warm, and I've just pinned it off that roundabout and the traction control light just flashed up.
Yeah, so it's got a bit.
So I wonder if it's sort of rear wheel bias, like sort of 70-30 or something.
So basically it knows what shit drive you are and it's just kicking in early.
Yeah.
Can I have a go now?
Yeah, I'll pull over a bit.
Thank you. So big question, would you drive one of these every day again instead of your Merc?
Do you know what my problem is? I love the Merc because it's slow. Because I'll just sit and cruise in it like 69 mile an hour. Just
you're going to use the word mature now.
I'm mature. Whereas as soon as I get, even in my wife's Golf, which is just a 200 brake horsepower GTD, I'm like, you know, giving it a bit of beans around the corners and stuff because it's a bit more fun.
It does make you want to.
It'll make you drive like an idiot. You know, I've had 2 Golf Rs and I had the M2 comp, and traction control light again. But
yeah, it does kick out of that.
And the M2 comp was that rear wheel drive, 410 brake horsepower, made me drive like an absolute idiot everywhere. And the trouble is with a hot hatch like this, 4-wheel drive, 320 brake horsepower, it makes you drive like an idiot everywhere, which is fantastic fun, but for every day, commuting 60 miles a day to and from work, it's not really ideal.
You have people pulling up alongside you wanting to race and stuff like
people
that.
do that in my Merc because of the way it looks.
Isn't that what owning a car like this is about?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're just being old farts.
If I lived like 3-4 miles from work, 100% I'd have one of these. I absolutely love them. I think all-rounder, price point, quality, and do you know what I love about Golfs as well? Is that they're absolutely classless. Young people enjoy them. Old, but my dad's always had Golfs. He had a Golf GTI.
When did he upgrade to the Transit then?
Yeah, so he upgraded to the Transit. Yeah, love them. My mum and dad have always had Golfs. Good cars.
On that note, I think we're going to go back to HQ. So that's it for this week, guys. Mark 8 Golf R is covered. We've also covered the pre-build on the Cullinan. I think I'm going to prove this man wrong. He said we shouldn't do a kit. I said we should. Obviously, I've invested £250,000 in this kit. Biggest investment ever. Get in the comments and tell us what you think. Did we do right doing the Cullinan, or did we do wrong doing the Cullinan? Also, tell us what you think about the Golf R as well.
And as always, make sure you share, like and subscribe. That was a little bit like, that wasn't, and as always, make sure you share, like and subscribe. That was almost too professional. Right, cut.